Hello students, good day. In today's session we are going to write some queries using equijoin. So we have two tables here, participant table and activity table. We are going to query this table. We are going to fetch records from both the tables, right? So here is my table, participant table I created and activity table. So the first query is, how many rows will be there in Cartesian product of the two tables in consideration here? Okay, so we have two tables here. So how many rows you'll be getting after doing the Cartesian product? So in Cartesian product you have to multiply the number of rows. So from the first table we have 5 rows and second table we have 5 rows. So in the resultant output you'll be getting 5 into 5, 25 rows. Okay, so 25 rows will be there in the Cartesian product. Okay, so next one, display activity code, name of the participant and activity name for both. So you have to first consider what are the column names. So activity code and then name of the participant and activity name. Okay, so here you can check activity code is present in both the tables. Okay, so the next one, name of the participant, that is from participant table, and then activity name, so that is from activity table. So what are the column names you are going to get? Activity code and then this name and then activity name, right? So we have to write a query. So first select p dot activity code. Okay, so why I am writing p dot activity code? Because activity code is present in both the tables. Okay, so when you are referring the common column you have to refer it with the table name. So p dot activity code comma name comma activity name from participant P. Okay, so here I am creating table alias P. That's why I am referring P dot activity name here. Yes, you can refer it as participant dot activity code. Okay, so table name dot column name, or you can use it with the column table name alias. Right, participant P, activity A, where P dot activity code is equal to A dot activity code. So this is the equijoin condition. Okay, equality condition. So this is compulsory for whenever you are referring to record from two tables. Okay, and house is equal to Bose. The condition is the name for Bose house. Okay, so the condition is house is equal to Bose. So the first thing we have to write the column names in the select class, and in the from class you have to refer the table names, participant and activity, and in the where class you have to use the equality condition first. Okay, P dot activity code is equal to A dot activity code, that is the equality condition. Then if they have given any other condition, you have to write the condition using with AND. Okay, so the result is A101 and this is the result. So for Bose house, okay, so for Bose house, Joy Matthew is the name and then activity code 101. For the activity code 101, the activity name is running. So that's what it is written here. Okay, and for the next participant, Bose house, Kapil Saw, his activity code is A101, that is again A101 is running. So this is the output we are getting. Okay, the next query, to display name of the participants, activity code, activity name in alphabetical order. Okay, in alphabetic ascending order of names of participant. So what are the column names first? Name of the participant, this is from participant table, and activity code we can get it from any of the table, and activity name we have to get it from the activity table, right? So the query is select name comma P dot activity code. So whenever you are referring, you have to use it with the table name, P dot activity code comma activity name from participant P, activity A, where the equality condition is P dot activity code is equal to A dot activity code. The common column we have to refer it here, and then there is no other condition here, just we have to order it. So I am using order by name. Okay, so this gives the alphabetical order name and then the activity code and then the activity name, right? The next one, to display name of the participants along with activity names for only those participants who are taking part in activities that have bag in their activity name and points of activities are above 250. Okay, here we have to check two conditions. One is the activity name contains the word bag, and then the second is point should be greater than 250. So this is the two condition we are going to check. Okay, so first thing we have to consider the column names. What are the column names? Name of the participants, that is name column, along with the activity name from activity team. Okay, so we need only two columns, right? So select name comma activity name. Okay, from participant P and activity A, where P dot activity code is equal to A dot activity code, and activity name like bag. So the activity name contains the word bag, and then the next condition is point should be greater than 250. Okay, so from the table, point should be greater than 250. We have only one, that is 350. Okay, the A105 is the activity name, and then for A105, Kapil Shah is the name of the participant. Okay, and then the condition is hopping bag. Okay, the contains the word bag, right? So here we have, okay, two names contains the word hopping bag and then bean bag, and then which satisfies the condition here, 250 hopping bag. This is the condition, that is A102, and then A102 is the person Sabha Arora. Okay, so this is the result we are getting here, right? Next we have another two tables, patient table and then test table. So we have here we have patient table which has F code, name, phone, admission date and then test ID. Here in the test we have test ID, test name and then cost. So what is the common column here? Using the test ID. Test ID is the common column for both the table. So we have to equate this column. Okay. The first query is display name of the patient, phone number, test name and cost for test. Okay, which cost more than 150. So what are the column names? Name of the patient from the patient table, phone number is from the patient table, and then test name is from test table and cost from test table, and then the condition is cost more than 150. Okay, so the first thing, select name comma phone comma test name from patient comma test. This is the table name, and then the equality condition is patient dot test ID is equal to test dot test ID and cost greater than 150. Okay, so what is the cost greater than 150 here? We have 190 and then 200. Okay, 101 and 102. So for 101 and 102, it fetches the record from here, right? Okay, more than 150 is 190 and then 200. This is T 101 and 202. 101, 102 is repeated here 4 times. This is 101, 102 and then here 102 and then here 101. So all these 4 records are returned. Okay, so the next one, display name of the patient, test ID and test name for the patients who admitted in the month December. Okay, so first we have to get the results. What are the name of the patient, test ID and test name. So we have to refer to table, right? So the common thing we have to write, and then the next condition is who admitted in the month of December. So where we can get the month? From the admission date, right? So the query is select name comma test dot test ID. So whenever you are filling the common column, you have to refer it with table name. So test dot test ID comma test name from patient comma test, where patient dot test ID is equal to test dot test ID. This is the common condition, and then month of admission date equals to 12. So December, so we have to use the month function. It returns the month, it returns numbers. So 12 for December, right? So this is the condition. So patients who are admitted in the month of December. So month of admission date is equal to 12, right? So it fetches the record who are admitted in the month of December. So these 3 records with the test name. Okay, so Tina Sharma T102. So T102 is hemogram. So this is the record. So it fetches from both the tables. Okay, so the next one, to display name of the patient's test ID and date of admission. Okay, look at this. So we have name of the patient, test ID and date of admission. So all these details we can fetch from patient table itself. Okay, there is no need to refer the test table. So in that case, you can write the simple query. But the condition is who were admitted between 1st December 2017 to 15th December. So for that one, I am not going to use 2 tables. There is no equality condition. So I am just getting it from patient table alone. So select name comma test ID. So since I am using only one table, there is no need to mention it, qualify it with the table name. Name, test ID, admission date from patient. Only one table where the admission date between 2017-12-1 and 2017-12-15. So we can easily fetch the records. So first thing you have to consider, what are the column names. So all these columns are present in single table, or we have to refer the other table. If it is 2 table, then you have to write the equality condition. If it is from single table, you can write the normal single table query. Okay, so please keep that in mind. You have to refer the column names first. To display names of patients, test names and cost of test. So what are the things? Names of patient from patient table, test name and the cost of test from test table. So two tables we have to refer, and then the condition is patients who have Sharma in their names. Okay, from the patient name the condition Sharma. So we have to use select name comma test name comma cost from patient comma test, because we have to refer it the test table also. So patient comma test, where the equality condition is patient.test id is equal to test.test id, and name like Sharma. It contains the word Sharma. So anywhere between. So I'm using percentage Sharma percentage. So the result would be Amit Sharma and Tina Sharma. For those for this Amit Sharma and Tina Sharma. Okay, and then the code is T102 here, and this is also T102. So for T102 from this table it fetches the record. Okay, so T102 hemogram 190. Okay, so in this way you can refer two tables. These are the sample exercises. So this is the way. From first thing you have to consider the column names from which table we have to refer. If it is from two tables, you have to write the equality condition. Okay, the using the common column, you have to write the equality condition. Then if any other condition is given, you have to use the condition in the AND, using the AND operator, right? So that's all about today's class. Thank you.